What's cracking, everybody? I made it back from LA. Thank you all for tapping into that video, man. The primitive video is doing super well on my channel, and I just want to thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. For me, it was definitely a cool experience to film around those dudes. I was definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone. So if I seemed a little bit awkward at times, it's because I was. I never filmed a YouTube video in LA, never filmed a YouTube video around those people. So it was cool, and they were all super supportive, and they were down, man. They wanted to be in the video. They were super like happy to do it. Shout out Kelly for filming that, and everyone putting in the work to make that video happen. But yeah, thanks for tapping into that video. I appreciate it. But since I've been back from LA, I've just been focused on kind of getting back to my daily routine, my daily schedule of like skating every other day or so, and just kind of doing my daily at the park. I haven't been filming the past few days, just been strictly skating, trying to get back comfortable on my board. When I go on those skate trips, it's kind of, you know, there's tricks that maybe I didn't do that whole week I was gone just because of where I ended up skating at. So like we went to Primitive Park that one day, that was cool, but I was filming the video and I was kind of just focused on tricks for the video. I didn't really run through like my daily routine of skating. But one of the things I noticed as soon as I got back from LA is that my bushings felt super crazy. And at first I thought it was the weather, but apparently they were like pretty beat up. And it was just my top bushing, which is the bones bushings, which I kind of knew they were gonna go soon anyway, because those really only have about like a 6-month lifespan on them and then they break, or at least for me, I always have to replace those. If you guys checked out the video where I set up new trucks about 6 months ago, you know that I'm rocking a bone soft on the top and an Ace trucks bushing on the bottom. In this video, it's time to kind of switch up my bushings around. I went out and I picked up more bone soft bushings and another set of Ace bushings. So it's going to be a similar setup to what I have going now, but why I ordered more Ace bushings is because I want to see if I can put that Ace bushing on top. So I just basically have Ace bushings across the board. I don't know how they're gonna feel or if I even ordered the right ones. I kind of got to test it all out today, and that's what I'm here to do. Let's go over here and check out what I got. All right, so like I said, I ordered more bone softs. These are actually the white ones. So on here I have the black ones right now. Over here I ordered more more Ace bushings. And Ace bushings is what I have on the bottom, or at least what I think so. I was given this set of Ace bushings at a skate shop in Nashville. They weren't actually in like Ace packaging. They were kind of just like a bag of bushings, or like someone had put them to the side. So to be honest, I hope they're Ace bushings. That's what I was told. They look similar, but from what I can see, apparently on the bottom, I actually have a top bushing, because this is supposed to be an Ace bottom bushing, and this is supposed to be an Ace top bushing. So clearly on here I have a top as the bottom, which I don't really care because it's been working awesome. I'm just curious if I can put a top also on the top, oh fuck, or if it will even fit. Because if it doesn't fit, then I'll have to use the bones bushing. My goal here, I would love to rock just both of the Ace bushings just because of how well these ones are holding up and how good they feel. Honestly, they feel really good. If I just have two tops, I think it might work perfect. And then basically I got the bones because I know they work. I'm just bummed I have to replace them like every 6 months. It's like annoying. I wish they were more durable, you know what I mean? But the other thing is that these don't freeze in the cold. So with the winter months coming up, I might end up putting these on anyway, depending on how the Ace ones feel, if they work. So I think I messed up, man. I think one of the reasons I blow out these bushings so quick is because I always put the top washer on, and when they turn, they actually like dig in. This washer digs into the bushing, and I think that doesn't help the lifespan either. I'm gonna try and rock maybe that little washer that is down at the bottom here that comes with the bones bushings, and also put that on the top and see how that feels. So I just got a bunch of different stuff to like mess with today and just see how it all feels. Hopefully I can find a sweet spot or something that works for me. The first thing I gotta do is obviously take these off, and I'll show you how destroyed these bones bushings are because they're looking pretty rough. Oh yeah, this thing is destroyed, dude. It's still on there, and I can't even, and it's like not even a fucking bolt on there. There we go. There we go. All right, we got it. So look at this thing, man. This thing is destroyed, if you could see that. But I think it does all stem from like that washer digging into the sides, kind of slices into the bushing and then just weakens it all around. So hopefully I can eliminate that by not using that top washer and using the bones one. The Ace bushing, let's inspect that real quick. For the most part, is pretty good. The only part that's just like ripped up at all around the inside where the threads hit it. So I mean, that kind of makes sense because the threads are kind of constantly like itching at it or whatever. Not bad. I'm gonna throw this puppy back on. Do we think these are the same? I know the color's obviously not the same, but it could be like over time they could have got smushed down a little bit. I don't know. Now, my first thing I want to try is I want the top bushing to work on here, the Ace bushings. And also the reason I don't rock the Thunder bushings is just because like I find that they're super hard to break in. They like stick, so like stick one side to the other and just like your board feels weird. And then they're also so loose at first. Like when you get new trucks, at least the white Thunder bushings, they are super loose for the first few days and then they slowly kind of tighten up, and then but they don't feel as good out the box, you know? This doesn't, I don't think it's gonna work. Unless I had like a file and I was able to file it down, because the the corner over there is like hitting the truck before. I mean, I could maybe try and jam it on there. I just don't think it's gonna. I'm gonna try to jam it on there, and we'll just see. I'm gonna put them on there and see how it feels, but it doesn't fit right, which could lead to it breaking. Put this top washer on there. It might make some funky noise too if they're not fitted right. They look huge. I don't know if I can rock. That looks goofy though. I don't know if I can rock that. I didn't really look too far into these Ace bushings, but they say stock. I wonder if there's like ones for low trucks or high trucks or whatever. These are like stock mediums. And I've honestly never even seen a pair. Like, I don't know what Ace trucks look like, but apparently they sit higher, I would assume, because that's not looking so hot, man. Not looking so hot at all. When I smush it down, I can like feel the spaces between the like where it's not fitting right, and it looks like it's kind of smushed in there. I don't know if you can see what I mean. I honestly don't even think I'm gonna try to skate this. This is not something I would feel comfortable on, I don't think, so I don't know. It's crazy how good the top bushing works as a bottom though. I'm gonna take this thing back off because this is a fail. Bones softs, man. I mean, these don't fit right either though. Like, what the fuck? They don't fit right at all. Do I usually just smush them on there and just say fuck it? Like, there's a huge gap in these too. I know that like they're not meant to fit, right? I think that like they're not supposed to fit Thunders or whatever, but I've always rocked them. I don't know. Maybe that's why they break all the time, dude. They don't fit right. They skate great though when they're on there. That is a top, right? Yeah, it's a top. A lot of confusion going on here, man. If they both fit bad, maybe I should try the Ace ones and see how they feel, because they might still last longer. It's because they both don't fit right. All right, going back to the Ace ones. And we're gonna actually try to skate them. At least roll around on them and see how they feel, because they both don't fit right, so fuck it. It looks wild. I don't know if it looks wild because it's so white and that one's yellow. It just looks huge. But we're gonna see how they skate. It doesn't matter how it looks. It don't have to be pretty. We're just gonna see how it feels. That's the main thing. All right, once they're on there, all smushed in like that, I mean, they don't seem crazy. Are they sticking? This one looks like it's sticking a little bit. We'll have to see. If they're sticking on me, I'll probably go bones all the way, because bones don't usually stick like that. Let's go test them. All right, well, straight out the gates, they are way too loose, like ridiculously loose. I don't know if I didn't tighten them enough, but they look about tightened as much as my bones ones were. But these are crazy, actually. I'm gonna tighten them a little bit and see. Tighten them a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna work though. I am wheel biting all over the place. These say they're stock mediums, so I don't know if maybe I need hards, but these are way, like, these are not gonna work. They're way too loose to the point where I have them tightened down where I'm actually seeing threads, and I hate that. I also hate that look. I don't like threads hanging over like that. I like it to be really flush and the bushing work right, and it's not it. I mean, I probably should have known that, knowing it's a Ace bushing and that the tops are too big for the kingpin and shit like that. But it was worth a shot just because of how good that they're working on the bottom of the truck. I'm gonna go swap over to these bone softs, and hopefully we're back to normal. I like it to feel like my skateboard, you know? I don't like to step on my board and feel like I'm not riding my own board. And I guess what I had figured out, the bone soft with the Ace bush bottom, is maybe just the way it's gotta be. And we're back. I know I didn't really try to skate them much, so if you're like, oh, give them a chance, whatever, I just kind of know, man. Like, these feel crazy. So I was literally barely pressing and I'm just wheel biting. So I know that that's wrong, and I don't want to get, I don't want that to be like the way it is. The point of this is to make the braking process as easy as possible, right? So I'm gonna go back to these bone softs, and hopefully they feel a little bit better straight out the gates, which they usually do. So we'll just have to test it out. I am gonna keep this washer on here though, because I think that'll help the life of the bones bushing. I like the look of that washer up top though, that top skinny bones washer. The thing looks kind of nice. It looks clean, you know? Let me know what you guys would recommend for like bushings and a truck like combination, because I'm always down to hear people's ideas. So let me know what you guys use in the comments below. All right, now let's get back to the parking lot, and hopefully this feels like I can actually do tricks on it. Immediately notice the difference. These feel 100 times better. I can actually turn without pressing straight to the board like wheel bite. Bones has it figured out, and I'm not sponsored by Bones by any means, but they just fucking work, man. I just wish they lasted longer. But damn, man, it is wild because they still don't fit right. Like, they don't fit right just like the other bushings didn't fit right, but these actually just feel good. When that ace bushing blows on the bottom, that's gonna be an interesting time because I'm not gonna know what to do. Maybe I'll try it again, I guess, but I don't know if I need mediums, softs, hards as far as ace bushings go. Just gonna have to see how it goes and deal with that, I guess, when it comes. But what I'm gonna pay attention to now, or over the next like couple months, is this washer. And if my bushings actually have more of a lifespan using this washer rather than the other washer that kind of digs into my bushings. Other than that, man, let's get some clips for the day. All right, one trick I've been working on lately too is nollie pop shove, back crook. No slide. It's like all waiting with this trick. So if you wait too long, it overspins. If you don't wait long enough, your foot hits it before the ledge. Yeah, I feel like my nollie pop shoves are just inconsistent. I would like to get that trick to where I can nollie heel flip out or something, but I need to be able to get into it way more often than that. Took me like probably 10, 15 tries just to do nollie pop shove crook. I need to be able to grind that thing like every time to even be able to consider nollie heel flipping out, but that is somewhere I would like to get at some point. Just the nollie shove is like so tedious, man. If I nollie shove too hard, it like overspins. If I don't do it enough, I kind of like just land a foot on the ledge. It's really like complicated to dial in where I need it, so I'm just gonna try and do 1 or 2 every day and hopefully get to the point where I can nollie heel flip out of it. I want to cable front crook this bump to bench. I tried it last time when I was doing the nollie video, and then I realized, like, why am I doing this? This is a nollie video. Why am I cable front crooking? And that's why I did nollie frontside crook. But now I kind of feel like I have unfinished business. So I'm gonna try to cable front crook this thing. That was a surprise. Last time I tried that when I was doing the nollie video, I was about 5 tries deep. So for it to work first tee today, I'll take it. After skating around for a bit, I think I found my elite bushing setup, at least for myself. And I'm probably gonna stick with this setup for quite some time now. It's the bone soft bushing on the top and the ace bushings on the bottom. The only thing I have to look more into is if that bottom ace bushing that I'm using is like an ace hard, soft, medium, whatever it is, because the one that I have in my trucks right now are perfect, but I don't know what they are. But the ones that I purchased were ace mediums and they feel way too soft. Like they just did not work the same. They didn't feel nearly the same as the ones that were in there on the bottom. That's the only thing I might try out in the future, is trying to find a harder stock ace bushing. But again, like the only downside of these bones bushings for me is that I have to switch them out every couple months, that they break. But I'm gonna keep an eye on them now that I'm using that top washer, so hopefully they last a little bit longer. But let me know in the comments what you guys skate, what your bushing setup is. If you guys want to try these out, let me know how it goes for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, yo.